Hello everyone, happy Tuesday. Let me pull you guys up over here, give you guys a little bit of time to pop on here. Welcome. Let's see, where is the video? How are you guys doing? You guys staying warm today? I know if you guys live over here on the East Coast, it's pretty cold. Well, it's warmed up. All right, let me share. Hi, Diane. Hi, Dawn. Welcome, you guys. Thank you for joining me. Hi, Donna. Oh, all my favorites are here. Well, not all of them, but a lot of my favorites are here. Let's see. I'm just sharing. So hopefully more will watch. Let's see. Oh, Dawn, heat wave. I wish we had a heat wave. They had the, what were we at? Negative 25 with wind chill today. They canceled, well, they didn't cancel. They delayed our, hi, Amy, welcome. They delayed our kids' schools, and I just kept them home because it's too cold. Who wants to go outside in that stuff? So, happy Tuesday, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. Like I said, I hope you guys are staying warm. I hate the cold. I hate it. I got a blanket. Well, I got a couple of blankets for Christmas, but blankets, I love blankets. Can't have enough. But I got one from my husband, and it's a heated, like, shawl that you throw around yourself. And in my craft room, it gets cold. We live in an older house, so it's not that well insulated, and especially in my craft room. So I throw that on me, I plug it in, and I'm crafting with it. It's just so awesome. Dawn, you're ready for snow? I'm ready for never having snow. We got a little bit of snow, and I'm happy with that. Hi, Carrie. Oh my goodness, everybody's here. I'm not a big snow fan. So anyways, let's start off with my card class. I know you guys know all about my card class, but I do have other people who watch on YouTube. I offer card classes every 2 weeks. I create a card class around a stamp set, sometimes dies. Amazon has that blanket. I think that's where he got it. They're so awesome. Anyways, so the card classes, I create them around a certain stamp set. This, for the first 2 weeks in January, I'm doing the Sweet Conversations card class, but my card classes are very universal, so you do not need that specific stamp set or dies or punches, whatever I'm using. You don't need that to create or to make the card kits I send you. I give you all the materials to make everything. I cannot provide any stamped images. But you'll get all the information or all the materials to create 6 cards, 3 different designs. Thank you, Donna. I've had very good feedback about my classes. I try to keep them very simple, and I try to get you guys your hands into a lot of different Stampin' Up! Products. So they're very simple, like I said. So you could use any of your stamp sets that you have to recreate the cards. You don't need the specific stamp set that I'm using, but it does coordinate very nicely with that. I provide you guys with all the envelopes and, like I said, all the materials. And there's a PDF file in my card classes, and it tells you all the materials used. So if you want to go and order everything and recreate them, or if you fall in love with something and you have to have it, you can get that through the PDF. The information is on there. I give you all the measurements, so if you wanted to recreate, Diane said she'll give you all her snow, Dawn. And if you wanted to recreate the cards, you know, all the measurements and everything are right on there. So also on the PDF is a link to a private video. I don't release my videos to anyone, just to everybody who qualifies for the card kits. I will at the end of the year release all of my card classes for everybody to enjoy, but some of those card classes have retired products on them, but it gives you great ideas on how to make different cards. with the card class, you can earn my card class for free by placing an order online at my shop and use the current host code. My host code is always listed on my Facebook page or on my website. It's pinned to there's a page that says, you know, host code, and that has my most current one on there. If you just want to buy my card class outright, then you can just let me know. I'll send you an invoice, and my card classes are $18, and that includes shipping, and I'll get that right out to you. And it would be the same card class you would get for free if you placed an order and used the host code. And any size order will work. So let's see what else. Sale-a-bration. Are you guys shopping Sale-a-bration? I have been shopping the new mini catalog, earning my Sale-a-bration items. I love Sale-a-bration. Let's see. Yes, so I'm going to be actually showcasing a Sale-a-bration item today. They're only here for a short time, so I want you guys to see what they're all about. Amy's been shopping too much. Yeah, I'm guilty of that too. But I want you guys to see what the free stuff is all about because, like I said, they're only here for a short time. And some of the items do tend to sell out quickly. So once they're gone, they're gone. So if there's something on there that you are in love with, you guys are all cracking me up. You're all like shopping too much. Diane, you're done ordering till June. Yeah, I don't think so. But so get in there, get your orders in, you know, contact me if you want to place an order. I'd be more than happy to help you. During Sale-a-bration, there's a benefit if you host a party. So if your party is $300 or more, you get a free stamp set. I can't remember the name. Calming Dahlias, I think. And with that is $300 or more. So you can host a party and you can invite all your family and friends or whoever you want to invite it. I can set you up with a code, and you can just give out my shopping page and make sure they use the host code, which would be linked to you. Or you could do a Facebook party, which would be the same thing. You'll get a code, you'll get the link, just give them the link to my store, invite everybody over to the Facebook party, and I do all kinds of demos and I promote the products and show everybody what it's about. And they're pretty fun, the Facebook groups. I also do prizes in there too. So you can do it that way. Or, you know, if you want to just throw a party for yourself and spend $300 on products, you'll get that stamp set for free. Also, during Sale-a-bration, when you join my team, which I'd love to have you on my team, I have such an awesome, amazing group in my team right now. They are so much fun, and I just love it. And we would love more people added to that. So during Sale-a-bration, if you join my team, you get to pick out, for $99, $125 worth of products, which that's our standard when you sign up. So you get $125 worth of product, you pick it out, whatever you want, you get free shipping, and you get free business supplies. And during Sale-a-bration, you also get to pick out 2 more free stamp sets. Any stamp sets in the catalog that you want after you get done picking out your starter kit. So you go in and, you know, pick out what you want. You know, I always tell my customers when they ask about that, and if they're thinking of joining, what should they get? Get something you absolutely are in love with. And, you know, if there's a big expensive stamp set that you really love, but you just, you know, don't want to pay the money for it, or you just can't, get that one for free then. Take your time figuring out what you want and get the most bang for your buck. So, you guys are so sweet. I love you guys too. I have so much fun with our team. We have a good time. So that's it. That's all I wanted to talk to you guys about before we get down to business. And I'll show you, I'm making a card tonight. It's a super simple one, but it's so pretty, and I think you guys will love it. So let me flip you guys down. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see. You'd think by now. There we go. Flip you upside down. There we are. Alrighty, let's see. Let me see if you guys can see that. I think you can. Let me see. Let me make sure. Oh, it looks like we're good. You guys can see that good. So there's my host code. That is good and active until I say it isn't. Usually the host code runs for 30 days. If I have a lot of orders on one host code, I may change it after 2 weeks. But that is the host code. Let's see here. Let me pull you guys up over here. I want to make sure I'm watching your comments here. So this is the card we're going to make today. Isn't that super pretty? So this is using a free stamp set during sale-a-bration here. I'm in love with this stamp set, and I've noticed everybody is using the stamp set right now. The paper is phenomenal. It is a free stamp set and paper when you get, or when you spend $100. So you get the paper, you get the stamp set once you reach $100, pre-shipping, pre-tax, and it's just awesome. I love the stamp set. I'm seeing so many, like I said, so many people using it, and it's super pretty. The only complaint I have is I want more of that paper. I don't need another stamp set. I want more of that paper. So, and I know a lot of people are wanting more of the paper. So let's go ahead and start this little project here. So I don't know if you guys see this piece of paper here. I'm going to bring that in first before I bring in the gorgeous free paper. This paper I'm in love with. I've been playing with this paper. This is the new Horizons Designer Series paper. It's 6x6. This paper is absolutely gorgeous. So you have, of course, 48 sheets of it, and you have these different designs. It's just so pretty. So this, you know, looks like a grassy field with the sky back there. This is just one side of the paper. Absolutely amazing. I predict this paper is gonna sell out. So this is the piece that I'm using, and I'll show you guys. It's just a small little piece, but I thought it went well with the design of the card here. So I love this side of the paper. So pretty, all these colors, but wait till you see the other side of that paper. So let's flip it around. Yes, Amy, you need this paper. Donna, you have this paper. This paper is awesome. And Diane, you got 3 more. So Diane's going to be the reason when you see the paper go on back order and then it's gone. We can thank Diane for that. This paper is so pretty. Well, actually, we can't just blame Diane because I put an order in and I have 2 more of these coming, and I'm thinking of ordering another one. So here is the other side of that. So this, I mean, this paper, look at that. This looks like a water with mountains in the back, and so I'll show you guys. It's really easy to make something super pretty with this paper. I mean, geez, just take the paper, put it on a card, and just stamp happy birthday, and there you go. How easy. So Stampin' Up! Always hits it out of the park with their paper, with all their products, actually. So just seeing what you guys are commenting over there. So super pretty, right? You guys got to get some. Got to get some. Got to get a couple of packs at least. So I wanted to just show you, this is not the card, obviously, that we're working on, but I want to show you guys how easy it is. I did this in one of the Stampin' Up! Parties that I'm throwing, and look at that, just one piece, this piece of paper right here, glued on a piece of thick Whisper White, and I stamped. I love this stamp set. I don't know if you guys have seen this one, but Wildlife Wonder. Love this. I love the fonts in here. And what a simple card. Stamp, you're done. You could mass produce these, and I don't know, I just love the look of this. So I love this paper. I highly, highly recommend you guys to go out and buy 800 packs of it. So let's move on. But I wanted to show you guys. So what I did was, it's 6 by 6, so I had little strips. So that's what I had, one of the little strips there, right there. I don't think it was off of this size, but it was one of the strips that I cut down. So, let's see. Diane, you got that stamp set for mail cards. Yeah, I thought that is perfect for, you know, when you need a birthday card for a guy. You know, most of the guys don't want our beautiful, you know, a card like this. Most of them, you know, this is perfect for it. So, and it stamps, those stamps stamp out so nice too. Very photogenic, very nice. I don't know if they're photogenics, the way it stamps, but it's very nice the way it stamps. Very, just the way it's, but I love the fonts. The fonts are another selling point to that. So let's move on to this. Let me show you guys the stamp set. So this is the stamp set that you would get for free. This is great. You got hello friend, hope you have the best birthday, and you have my love and support. So this is really one that you could use all year round on many different cards, many different, you know, sayings or whatever you wanted to do. So that is the free stamp set. And then let me show you this beautiful paper here. So this paper is just fantastic. So this is the piece we're actually using. And then you have that. And then of course, we have another side to it. So as you can see, you don't have to use this with the stamp set. I mean, you could use this paper with anything. I love the color combos. So that is the paper. And then of course with our papers, Stampin' Up! Always makes it so nice and easy for us. They list on here what colors coordinate. So basic black, fresh freesia, granny apple green, petal pink, pool party, and shaded spruce. Those coordinate very nicely with this. So let's go ahead. This card, like I said, it's very simple. I've already pre-cut everything. So the die cut there, that one there, I used the what is it called, Scalloped contour dies. So another one of my favorite dies. You guys, if you've watched me, you know I use this a lot. Love these dies. You could just buy the dies by themselves if you wanted to. I absolutely love the stamp set also. When you get the dies, you would get the flowers that cut out the flowers in the stamp set. So you might as well just combine them and get the dies and the stamp set together. Because look at this stamp set. That's absolutely amazing too. I love the fonts in here. It's kind of, where was the other fonts? Kind of like the fonts in Wildlife Wonder. So great, great, great stamp set, great dies. So I cut out one of those on Very Vanilla because I thought that the softness of the Very Vanilla would go well with these colors. Yeah, Donna, those dies are just, and I mean, I use them all the time on everything. So let's do our stamping first. Of course, I'm going to use Memento black ink to do most of the stamping on here. I already have my blocks already lined up over here. I was a little bit more prepared today, so I'm going to do the bird first with the flowers. I'm going to stamp that out with the Memento ink, and I'm just going to stamp it off to the left-hand side. Stamp it down. Love how that stamps. And then the what am I going to do next? I'm going to do the Hope You Have the Best Birthday. And I'm going to put that right on the bottom, not all the way over to the right. I don't know, more, not really centered, but more, well, I guess it's kind of centered. Oh, and I did it crooked. Oh, well, that's how you know it's homemade, right? And then the last stamp on here, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to take and let me just wipe off my stamps here. I don't want them to stain. I'm just wiping them off camera on the Simple Chamois. I got a new one. So, and then in that stamp set, there is this leaf there, the vines or whatever. I've got that one. That I'm going to stamp in Granny Apple Green. Maybe. And I'm just going to take 2 stamps of this, I guess. Stamp it right off to the side there. Yep, crookedness means they are homemade for sure. So before I do anything else, I think I'm going to do the coloring on here. So I chose a bunch of Stampin' blends. I love Stampin' blends. I know we have a lot of other coloring tools, and I know I'm always doing videos and I never use any of the other coloring tools. But the StazOn ink and the Memento ink pads, the difference, Amy. So I don't ever hardly use the StazOn. The StazOn is, where's the Memento? I actually have written notes on the bottom so I can remember. The StazOn is a water-based coloring method. So with this StazOn, if you're gonna do any coloring with your you know, your image when you stamp it down. So if I was gonna color with my ink pads, with any of the Stampin' Right markers, any kind of water color, then I would use the StazOn ink, because it's a permanent ink, and once it's stamped, for the most part, you know, the minute you stamp it, it's pretty much dry and it won't smear. So that's what you would use your StazOn for. Your Memento is for your alcohol-based coloring, so Stampin' blends. With the Memento, when you use water-based inks, it tends to smear. I have colored with the Memento, and I have had it smear, but I've also waited and let it dry, and I've used water-based markers or the ink pads, and I haven't had an issue with it smearing. Some people swear by StazOn. They will not color unless it's stamped in StazOn. This does stain your stamps. It will become permanent. You need special cleaner to get this off. They sell it through the Stampin' Up! Store. It is in this bottle. It's called StazOn Cleaner. And it has a cloth tip on it. And you just rub this on your stamps. And then you would just use the Stampin' Scrub and get the residue off once you use that. So that's the difference between them. I don't use this a lot. It's not that, I guess, I'm not really a big fan of it. I would rather use my Memento. It does have a smell to it, a little bit of a smell. So if you're sensitive to smells, the cleaner also has a smell to it. So if you're a little sensitive to smells, this might not be the best stamp for you. You might want to just stick with your Memento. This also, people use it to stamp like on tiles or coffee cups, and you can bake it. I'm not quite sure of, you know, what the temperature is and how long, but you can put your coffee cups, once you stamp on them, you can put your coffee cups in the oven, and this will set on there. So when you run it through the dishwasher or whatever, the ink won't come off. So there are some cool things you can do with this. I just don't go that route. But if you Google that, I'm sure you'll be able to find all kinds of information on that. So let's see. Okay, so yeah, the Memento, I don't know. I do like the Memento. Yeah, the cleaner, yeah. And when the StazOn is on your stamps and it stains them, from what I've heard from other people, it doesn't really affect your stamps. It's just they're stained, that dark black. So I guess if you're going to stamp with, I don't know, I guess if that bothers you, then you probably don't want to use your StazOn, or you want to get that cleaner right on it. So I'm going to use the light Fresh Frieza to do the coloring. So and I'm just going to color the flowers. But yeah, there's a lot of neat things you can do with the StazOn. We used to have, a couple years ago, a black ink, kind of like the Memento. I forgot what it was called. I think it was it a water-based ink? I don't even know. But it was the same size as our ink pads, and I used to use that all the time too. So, but I'm just coloring this flower here with the light, like I said, the light Fresh Frieza. When you're using your Stampin' blends, what you want to do is you want to make sure whatever is behind your coloring, so I have this piece of paper here, your ink can bleed through, so you just want to make sure if it does bleed through, it's not going to stain anything. The Stampin' blends do bleed. So if you're stamping this, say you're just stamping this image right on a card base, and you're not gonna, put anything behind it, you don't want to do the coloring right on your card base, because it's gonna look weird when somebody opens it up and sees all those blotches on there. Or you could glue a piece of paper, designer series paper, on the inside to cover that. So I'm going to take this Stampin' blend, and I'm going to use the marker tip, and I'm opening them up off the camera because they do tend to have the alcohol come to the top sometimes, and they can stain your card. I want to show you guys that's what happened on this one here. I thought I opened it off the camera and I brought it in, but a drop of the alcohol dropped down, and now I have that little stain there. But I can always put a little embellishment on there. So this, with Stampin' Up, what I love about it is when they give us these products, they always give us the areas where we can shade. So you can see in here these dark lines, and I'm just going over those lines with the darker Fresh Frieza to give it that shading look. So that's it with that. The Granny Apple Green, I'm going to take and just color in these little leaves here. I'm gonna leave, I forgot to tell you guys, I didn't color the center of the flower in. I'm just leaving that. The crumb cake, this is dark crumb cake. I'm gonna take the marker tip to it, and that just, I felt it drip on my foot down there, so I'm glad I opened it off to the side. So I'm just gonna make sure, and I'm gonna color here. I was watching somebody on a video doing a live card, and oh, I forgot that leaf. And she opened up her Stampin' blend, and a big old blob landed, and I felt so bad because it was very pretty what she was coloring, and it was a big blob in the middle. But she did good. She used a embellishment and covered it right up, and you couldn't even tell. So if you didn't watch the video and you got that card, you would have never known. But I cannot recommend these Stampin' Blends enough. I just love the way they color. They're so pretty. So then the bird, I'm just using Pool Party. So I'm going to use light Pool Party to just color him right in. This one here I've had a while, so it's not coloring as well as it should. So I'm going to have to add this to my next order. And that is one thing with the Stampin' Blends. They will not last forever. They last a very long time. I use mine a lot, and I probably have to replace my colors that I use a lot. I probably replace, I don't know, five months if I'm constantly using them. I would have to replace them. The other colors that I don't use a lot, you know, I would say maybe, I don't know, maybe a year and a half I'd keep them before you really start to notice that maybe it's time to start to get a new one. There are some consumables that you just have to replace. So yeah, I do have all the markers, Donna, and I tend to use the Stampin' Blends. You know who uses my markers all the time? My son. He comes in and he'll have projects to do for school, and he'll just think it's the best thing in the world that he can use Mom's markers. And I let him use my markers. I don't use them a lot, and you know, I probably should start using them a little bit more. So I'm going to take this piece of Very Vanilla, and this is just going to go on the inside because we have, you know, such a dark card base. You're going to want a place to write. So I'm just going to layer that in there. You need more colors? Yeah, I was fortunate that I was with Stampin' Up! When they started introducing the Stampin' Blends. So they'd introduce some and I'd get them. They'd introduce more and I'd get them. So I didn't have to buy them all at once. But I know there's so many now. So this piece here, I'm going to take and I'm going to lay it on the edge, so you have just that little bit of Designer Series paper showing, and it's crooked. Let's see. Hopefully it didn't stick too well. I could tell it was crooked when I laid it down. That's the nice thing most of the time with this Stampin' Seal and not the Plus, is you sometimes do have time to pull that up before it sticks down permanently. So that's it, just a little bit of the paper there. Before I glue this down, I'm going to take and put glue all on the back of it, I think. Yeah, is that what I want to do? No, that's not what I want to do. Don't listen to me. Yeah, I want to glue this on first. Okay, I'm going to glue this one on first. I'm putting ribbon on, so I want to make sure I put the ribbon on right. Yeah, I think that's the best way, is to buy them slowly and build your collection up when you can. So I'm going to put this here. So it's a little... Is that crooked? No, that's not crooked. It's more towards the bottom. You have a little bit more of that paper. You can put it wherever you want. I just thought, instead of, I am always centering everything, I thought it'd be neat to just have a little bit more of that paper showing. And then before I glue this down, now I'm going to put this on here, my glue. You want to make sure you get your adhesive by this paper here, because we're going to do my ribbon trick. Where is the ribbon? Okay, so I thought this ribbon, Pale Papaya in the white in our annual catalog, went very, very well with this. So I'm going to cut it long enough to where I can wrap it around the back. then I'm just gonna kind of put it in the center of that piece of New Horizons DSP. And then that's going to go on the front. And I love how the black card base makes the colors just pop right out. And then I took another piece of this ribbon, slipped it under there, and just did a little knot. Oh, Amy, you're going to love them. I know you are. They're so much fun to use. So I'm just going to trim this a little bit. And then the flowers here, I left them blank. These polished dots are so pretty. So I'm taking 2 of these. I thought they would go very well with all the colors in here. Taking the largest ones and I'm putting them right in the center of that flower. And that's it to that card. So really, really quick and easy card. Simple card though. It's really simple. And that paper in that stamp set is a must-have. It is a must-have. So I hope you guys liked that little card tonight. I want you guys to really see that paper. I'm just going to flip you guys up here. I want you guys to see all our celebration items. I don't want you guys to miss out on any of them. They're awesome. They always do such a great job with celebration. So I hope you guys are ordering, getting your stuff in. I hope you guys liked tonight's little card. So if you guys have any questions or need any help with anything, let me know. And I look forward to next Tuesday when we get to craft together again. So thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys next Tuesday. Have a good night, and you guys stay warm over here on the East Coast. Bye.